my gosh, it is so bright. I'm just trying to get the lighting right. Oh, there goes the blind covering the camera. Okay, I'm sorry. This is just gonna have to do. I'm just gonna keep this. There's gonna be no intro. This is the intro. This is the real me. This is my life. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having an amazing day so far. This morning, I was like, okay, I want to make a video, but what do I make a video about? Because I feel like I've completely run out of video ideas. So I went to my DMs because I get a lot of questions over there. And I noticed that the question I've been getting a lot recently is, how did I know that low-dose tea was right for me? And this is kind of a complicated yet simple question in my head, because the simple answer is I didn't know. And I honestly don't think that you'll ever really know if it's right for you until you start it. And for me, it was like, okay, I watched Cello Man on YouTube and I watched his TED Talk, and that's when I learned a lot about what it meant to be genderqueer and just what it meant to be something other than cis. I didn't know that there were other options, there were other labels, other categories, other things that I could really resonate with. And so once I figured out that being on testosterone was even an option for me, that's when I started to explore doing maybe a lower dose of testosterone, because I knew that I didn't want to be exactly like Cello Man by just like doing top surgery right away and getting the voice super low right away, like all of these things. I just wanted it to be a slower process because I didn't know how it was going to be for me and how testosterone was going to affect me. And so I guess this is when it gets a little bit more complicated to answer that question, because there are so many ins and outs of being on low-dose tea, and it affects everybody's body differently. It affects everybody's emotional state, mental state. Everybody is just gonna be different when it comes to being on HRT, whether it's a low dose, whether it's a high dose, whatever it is, you are going to be affected in your own way. And that's what I think can be really, really scary, or at least for me, that was the thing that really scared me when I first decided that I was gonna start tea, because I watched all of these videos of people on tea, some on low dose tea, and I really, really liked what I saw, and I resonated with them because I felt like, okay, I want that. I want some of those things. But at the same time, I knew that it was just such an individual process, and it was gonna be such an individual and unique journey for me and for everybody who starts HRT in any way. And so I just felt nervous about what would come with that. And I think that was the only hesitation that I had when I decided to start low-dose tea. So what I've been telling people when they DM me asking me, how did you know that low-dose tea was right for you? I usually start off by saying that I didn't know, but I knew that I would always wonder if I didn't just try it out. And I know that that's easier said than done, and that a lot of people say that about many different things in life. Like, well, you better try, because you'll always wonder if you don't try. But it really did apply to how I was feeling when I first discovered that low-dose tea was an option for me. It was like, okay, I just want to try this because I feel like I really resonated so much with Cello's videos, and there was something about me being able to relate to somebody who I was watching on YouTube who had their own TED Talk that made me feel like I need to try this out for me, because this is bringing me so much joy just listening and watching this person talk about their journey discovering their gender. And it wasn't even me. Like, I wasn't even the one who was going through this journey of exploring my gender or exploring HRT yet. It was just like I was witnessing somebody else through YouTube, and that was enough for me to be like, I need to try this and I need to see how this affects me personally, knowing that I can stop at any time. I can decide, hey, this is not working for me. I don't really like what it's doing. I don't like the changes, or maybe I want to just slow things down. It's like I can take a break, or I can decrease my dose, whatever it is. It's like there are ways to kind of work with it so that it works with you. Because like I said, the changes that come from being on tea are just going to be all over the place for you individually. Like, you just can't predict how those changes will affect you. So even though I have talked about this in a lot of my videos, I think that it's important for me to address it again, because it is really, really scary to start tea. There are so many unknowns, and you just don't know how it's going to affect your body and your mood and everything about it. There are just so many factors, and it really feels endless. And a lot of the times when I make these videos, I ask myself what I would have wanted to know before I started tea. So I think that just being able to hear somebody say that, hey, listen, I did not know that this was going to be right for me, but I just had to try it and this has been my experience. Just hearing that would have really helped me and make me feel even more comfortable about starting tea. Because even though I watched Chella's TED Talk and all of his YouTube videos and everything, I felt like, yes, I can really resonate with this person and maybe one day I'll feel like that or I'll be like him in some way. But it still felt like, ooh, I kind of want a little more of a peek inside of just like this whole journey in the beginning for him, not just, okay, 2 months on tea, 3 months on tea. I'm like, I want to know before tea all of these things about him and his concerns about starting tea and all of these things. I get so many DMs about this question, and so I'm hoping that this video will kind of open up the conversation a little more so that people can kind of get a better sense of how I felt pre-tea and kind of my anxiety surrounding not knowing how it would affect me, but then just stepping back and being like, you know what, I need to try this. Otherwise, I will always wonder. And so I hope that this kind of helps people to maybe think of some more specific questions if you do have any more questions about my life pre-tea and kind of how I decided to start low dose tea and just my feelings around that. So you can let me know if you have any other questions, comments, concerns, happy thoughts about this. I have all of my social media in the description below, so you can go say hi to me there or send me a message. You can comment. Whatever works for you. You can email me even. And as always, if you're interested in the shirt I'm wearing, this is a shirt that I designed for Gay Pride Apparel. You can go to their website. I have the link in the description below and use code MEG for 10% off. You'll be supporting a really awesome queer apparel company, and you'll be supporting me as an artist. All right, I hope all of you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you. There's a dog that's awake. I gotta go get started with my day, as you can see now that one dog is awake, but I hope all of you have an amazing day. Take care of yourself. You are valid. Your existence is enough. Live life for you, all that stuff. I am here for you, and I love you so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.